G'day guys, and today we're going to be doing a revised sync pair review for Cynthia and Garchomp. Cynthia and Garchomp do have 547 HP, 141 special defense, 128 special attack, 144 defense, 331 attack, 325 speed. Their stats are listed beside those in red for 20 out of 20 max potential. They are weak to ice types. They are typed as a ground type. They have a rarity of 5 stars and they are of the strike roll. Moving on to their techniques and trainer moves, we do have X attack. It does target the self. It does have 2 uses and its effect is sharply raises user's attack. It is a trainer move. As well, we have Stomping Tantrum, which is a physical attack, Earth type, 44 power, 52 with buffs, 100 accuracy. It does target an opponent. It is a 2 gauge move. This is useful for you building up unity gauge, so do bear that in mind. Additionally, we have Earthquake, which is a physical attack. It is typed as Earth. It is 100 power, 120 with your buffs. It is 100 accuracy. It does target all opponents, so it is area of effect, and it is a 3 gauge move. Lastly, we have This Matches 2 Fund, which is Cynthia's trainer move. It does target the self, 2 uses, and it does raise the user's speed and critical rate. This is doubled when the user uses this in a sandstorm, so do bear that in mind. Moving on, Cynthia and Garchomp do have a Mega Evolution. They do gain 1 additional attack and do lose Stomping Tantrum. Their additional attack is Slash. It is a physical attack. It is normal type, so it does have increased modifiers. It does have 50 power. It is a physical attack, 100 accuracy. It does target an opponent, and it is a 2 gauge move. Lastly, we do have Cynthia and Garchomp's passives and sync move. Looking at the sync grid, we do have Priority 1 in Surging Sand. That powers up your moves further in a sandstorm, 30% increase to total damage modifiers. It is additive on top of your sandstorm boosting abilities already. Priority 2 is your ramming speed. That powers up your moves by 10% for each +1 up to 6 stages of speed increase in the battle. Priority 3 is Soothing Stand. Each time you use an attack in a sandstorm, it'll heal you for 10% of your HP. You can go for Sandscreen if you are doing co-op. Do bear that in mind. That is a 50% increase to special defense, and it is adjacent to your Soothing Sand. It does have a sync move, a physical attacking sync move, Earth type, 160 power, 192 with buffs, 100 accuracy, and you do become Mega Garchomp till the end of the battle. Its passives include Surging Sand 5, which powers up moves in a sandstorm, 50% increase to damage modifiers, additive on top of your other Surging Sand, so do bear that in mind. I do recommend as a lucky skill you get Surging Sand 3 or Critical Strike 2. As Cynthia does have access to critical hit chance boosting moves, and it can reach max crit quite easily. As a side note, do look into using Hilbert and Samurott. They do provide a 2-turn clearance to using your sync move quicker, and also your stat increasing moves, so your speed and your critical chance, and also your attack. As well, Cynthia does have Fast Track 2, which has a moderate chance, 30% of raising a Pokemon speed after it uses a move. When you do use Cynthia, You should also look into using Ace Roller and Grid Ace Roller because she does have Flinch, and on her grid she does have Aggravate 1 for your flinch move. So what that does is a 10% chance to flinch your opponent. Very useful in Battle Villa. You do also have Flag Bearer, which does increase a critical chance when Ace Roller does use Sandstorm. So do bear that in mind, that Cynthia is not a one and done pony like Red. She isn't truly self-sufficient, and she shines most when she is in a team. You can also use Caitlin and Reuniclus. They do provide Revenge Boost 4, which is quite interesting because it does give you back more move gauge, and they do have Sand Shelter in their grid. So again, Hidden Power can also provide a move gauge refresh. Lastly, looking at the grid, I would not grid Cynthia and Garchomp towards Slash. I would forget the critical hit rate chance upon entry. So you can't get Sands of Time along with your Earthquake move gauge refresh 4. So do bear in mind you're going to have to choose out of one of them. I do recommend you just get your Earthquake move gauge refresh 4. And that concludes the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the new format, and make sure you put plenty of shrimps in the Barbie. See ya!